Hello and welcome to the MU Focus Bulletin for May 3rd. In today's bulletin, here are the standout headlines. Liverpool suffer a major blow ahead of their decisive clash with Manchester United. United target Danilo and Malen in a move to bring them back to the Premier League. Ipswich Town secure automatic promotion as 4 playoff contenders are confirmed. Arsenal dominate to stay top as the Premier League top 4 race takes shape. And now, here are the full details. Liverpool suffer a major blow ahead of their decisive clash with Manchester United. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Isak is currently struggling with a fitness issue, and his availability for Liverpool's clash against Manchester United at Old Trafford in match week 35 of the Premier League, scheduled for 14:30 on May 3rd, UK time, remains uncertain. This comes as a major shock and a significant setback for Arne and Liverpool, who are already without Mo Salah and Hugo Ekitike, according to the Daily Mail. It is understood that Isak suffered a groin injury during training this week, adding to what has been a difficult debut season with the Premier League champions. The Swedish striker is set to undergo scans to determine the severity of the problem. Isak only returned to action last month after recovering from a broken leg sustained in December, and he had already faced early season fitness issues due to a disrupted preseason following his prolonged transfer from Newcastle to Liverpool. The 26-year-old has endured multiple injury setbacks, and the timing of this latest issue could not be worse for both Slot and the player himself. He has made just 13 Premier League starts for Liverpool, scoring 3 goals. However, he showed glimpses of his quality last weekend, opening the scoring with a fine finish at Anfield against Crystal Palace. This latest setback now threatens to halt his momentum once again. Both Liverpool and Manchester United are closing in on Champions League qualification, but their objective remains securing a top 3 finish. The match at Old Trafford could prove decisive in that race. And if Isak is indeed ruled out, Liverpool's attacking options will be severely limited. Salah is dealing with a muscle injury sustained in the win over Crystal Palace, but is expected to return before the end of the season. Ekitike, meanwhile, faces a long-term absence after suffering an Achilles tendon rupture against PSG last month, an injury that could keep him sidelined well into next season. As a result, Slot may have to rethink his attacking setup, potentially deploying Cody Gakpo as a central striker or using Florian Wirtz as a false 9. Meanwhile, Manchester United are aiming to complete a league double over their rivals after winning earlier at Anfield this season. Liverpool will hope Isak can stay fit ahead of the World Cup and enjoy a full preseason, as the club are counting on him to fill the goal-scoring void left by Salah, who is set to leave Anfield this summer. Earlier this week, Slot explained that when recruiting a replacement for Salah, Liverpool must also consider how it benefits Isak. Maximizing Isak's potential is definitely part of our thinking when replacing Salah, Slot said. Since I arrived here, and at many clubs, you often see left-footed players on the right and right-footed players on the left. I've also seen Isak score many goals from crosses delivered from the right, finishing with his right foot, similar to the type of deliveries from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's definitely part of how we assess things, but ultimately, we try to sign the best possible players within our financial capacity. At some clubs, the thinking is simply, that's the best player in the world in that position, let's sign him. That's not how we operate. We aim for the best possible option within our reach. United target Danilo and Malen in a move to bring them back to the Premier League. According to reports from Fogout.net, Manchester United have submitted an exploratory bid to Botafogo regarding midfielder Danilo. The Brazilian is valued at around £35 million, £40 million, a figure that would represent significant profit for his current club following his move from Nottingham Forest last summer. United view Danilo as a direct replacement for Casemiro in the holding midfield role. Since leaving the Premier League, the 25-year-old has transformed his form, recording 10 goals and 7 assists in 37 appearances, attracting interest from Napoli and Bayer Leverkusen. In addition to strengthening midfield, United are also targeting forward Doniel Malen to boost their attacking options. According to Corriere dello Sport, The Dutch striker is enjoying exceptional form at Roma, scoring 12 goals in just 6 matches, pushing his valuation up £43 million. Malin is seen as a strong competitor to Benjamin Sesko, especially with Joshua Zirkzee expected to return to Italy. His previous experience at Aston Villa aligns perfectly with United's preference for players already familiar with the Premier League. However, United face strong competition from Chelsea and Newcastle in the race for Malin. That said, their Champions League prospects and the new project under Michael Carrick could give them an edge in negotiations. If successful in deals with Botafogo and Roma, United could complete a £78 million squad upgrade as they aim to stabilize their squad ahead of the summer transfer window. Ipswich Town secure automatic promotion as 4 playoff contenders are confirmed. Ipswich Town have secured their return to the Premier League after just 1 season in the Championship. They sealed promotion by finishing second, securing a comfortable 3-0 home victory over Queen's Park Rangers at Portman Road on the final day. Heading into match week 46, Ipswich were just 1 point ahead of Millwall and 2 ahead of Middlesbrough, meaning victory was essential to guarantee automatic promotion regardless of other results. With Coventry City, under Frank Lampard, already crowned champions, second place was the final automatic promotion spot. Ipswich made a perfect start, with George Hurst and Jayden Philogene scoring within the opening 9 minutes to take full control. With QPR lacking motivation, Ipswich dominated, and Casey McAteer added a third late on before fans flooded the pitch in celebration. Unlike Coventry, who exceeded expectations, Ipswich were widely expected to challenge for promotion due to parachute payments and one of the strongest squads in the league. Their win ensured Millwall could not catch them despite a 2-0 victory over Oxford, while Middlesbrough were held to a 2-2 draw at Wrexham. That result ultimately cost Wrexham a playoff spot, as Hull City overtook them after a 2-1 comeback win against Norwich. The 4 teams heading into the playoff semi-finals are Millwall, Southampton, Middlesbrough, and Hull City. Millwall will face Hull, while Southampton take on Middlesbrough in 2-legged ties starting next weekend. The final will be held at Wembley on May 23rd, UK time, to decide the final promotion spot. Arsenal dominate to stay top as the Premier League top 4 race takes shape. Last night's Premier League fixtures delivered high drama, intensifying battles for the title, top 4, and survival. Arsenal were the standout performers, securing a commanding 3-0 victory over Fulham. The Gunners started aggressively, dominating from the outset and effectively deciding the match in the first half. Their control, pace, and clinical finishing ensured a comfortable win, helping them maintain top spot and apply heavy pressure on their rivals. Elsewhere, Brentford impressed with a 3-0 win over West Ham United, showcasing clinical finishing while West Ham struggled to create chances. The result keeps Brentford's European hopes alive while dragging West Ham deeper into trouble. Newcastle United also bounced back with a 3-1 win over Brighton, gaining crucial momentum after a dip in form. At the bottom, Leeds United secured a vital 3-1 victory over Burnley, boosting their survival hopes. Meanwhile, Wolverhampton Wanderers drew 1-1 with Sunderland, leaving the relegation battle finely balanced. Overall, this round highlighted a clear divide. Arsenal are pulling away in the title race, but pressure remains intense behind them. The top 4 battle is increasingly unpredictable, while the relegation fight remains unresolved. In this context, Manchester United become the focal point in a unique way. Without playing in this round yet, they have the advantage of observing rivals drop points before their decisive clash with Liverpool. This is more than just a match. It could be a final for a top 4 place. A victory would allow United to surge ahead and gain a decisive advantage in the race for Champions League qualification. Across Europe, Barcelona maintained momentum with a 2-1 win over Osasuna in La Liga, while Napoli were held to a 0-0 draw against Como in Serie A, adding further unpredictability to the title race. Juventus, meanwhile, are preparing for a crucial match against Hellas Verona as they aim to secure their position among the top teams. All of this paints a thrilling picture of European football, where every round has the potential to reshape the landscape. And in the Premier League, the margin for error is now virtually non-existent as the season reaches its dramatic conclusion.